Listen, we are back. Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New. And honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I am back to talk about my last video about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Coming back. So without further ado, let's get down to it, honey. Now, before I read your comments, let's check out this article done by People magazine about Love and Marriage Huntsville returning. It says, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martell, Maurice, and Marceau call a truce as relationships are tested in the season 10 trailer. What you need to know about season 10, Love and Marriage Huntsville, is bringing the drama again. People can exclusively premiere the teaser trailer for season 10 of the hit-owned series, which returns on July 19th. In the teaser, tensions are high between Martell Holt and Marceau Scott and Maurice Scott, as well as Destiny Payton and her friend Latricia Reedus and her estranged husband and current partner, Mr. Ken. The upcoming season is also the first without the series star, Miss Melody Cherie. Yes, I added that part. Who announced her exit after 9 seasons in January. Tensions are high between Martell Holt and Maurice Scott. As the teaser begins, Nell and Chris Fletcher are discussing the state of affairs between Martell and Marceau. Nell asks her husband, okay, so who do you think is wrong between Martell and Marceau? Without missing a beat, Chris says they both are wrong. Maurice seems to be trying to make things peaceful between him, Martell, and Marceau. The group is gathered around a fire pit with Chris and Maurice, telling the group, we can be at the point right now where you say you're not going to do anything, just don't do anything to me. He continues, Marceau said, don't do anything to him. Whoever does the next thing, they're the ones who started it. Now, if y'all don't get this jabber, like this is what you wrote, people.com, this sound like some 4th and 5th grade bullshiggity. So next it says, Destiny Payton is reeling from the news of her ex's betrayal. I'm very sick of this storyline with people betraying Destiny. What about all the betraying Destiny has did? Okay. What about that? What about what she did to Melody down to that past reunion? Okay, and you cannot convince me that Destiny cares about Lance. Lance gives 7th, 8th grade Elmer's glue, home economic class. Okay, he may run track, play football. That's what he gives. This is not the man that's going to take Destiny and pick her up and bang, bang, bang her on a table. This is not giving grown man energy, okay? Destiny ain't interested in no damn Lance, but Destiny, we know, will do anything for a storyline. She will say anything. She has no scruples, values, ethics, decorum, nothing. She will do any and everything to be relevant. So that's why her ass is in that storage unit right about now. Okay? So it says Destiny Payton is reeling from the news of her ex's betrayal. Child, bye. This season sees Destiny navigate a tricky relationship with her ex-boyfriend Lance. Now, was they even really together? She said she was dating other people who she learned fathered a child with another woman while they were dating. Okay? I first heard that Lance had a baby on the internet, she says in a confessional. Later, she puts her ex on the spot as they meet at a restaurant. Why didn't you tell me before you posted it on the internet? She asked him. Tensions are also high between Letitia, Marceau, and Kimmy and Maurice. Nell wants Letitia and Kimmy to be real with her, so she tells them in the teaser that they are not being transparent. Kimmy hits back quickly, asking Nell, you think our husband's cheating and we don't want to talk about it? I will say yes for 200, Alex. Yes, ma'am. Okay, that's how y'all acted, Kimmy, when Melody was on the show. Absolutely. Kimmy and Latifah, they never wanted to talk about their marriages, but they always wanted to be all up in my business with me and Martell. They're both heartbuggers. And I told Melody a long time ago, don't trust them. So, next it says, this season, Kimmy and Maurice confront uncomfortable truths about Kimmy's son Jalen, challenges Maurice about his parenting double standard per the official description. Latifah, meanwhile, is trying to prepare for her and Marcel's eldest to go to college while also attempting to rise above gossip about their relationship. Newcomer Latricia Reedus is also navigating a tricky situation between her estranged husband and her current partner. Per the official description, Latricia finds herself torn between her partner, Ken Lee, and her estranged husband, Marquez, whose return stirs up old wounds and sends Latricia on a powerful journey of self-discovery this season. In the teaser, Marquez tells Latricia and Ken, I called the courthouse. They said we're waiting for a court date because obviously what you put on there said we have no minor children. That's a lie. Latricia and Ken both reply and things get messy. How is that a lie? Marquez asks, prompting Ken to show him a document with proof. Latricia then has to hold her boyfriend back from Marquez as he yells at him to get out, and the teaser ends in dramatic fashion. So what do y'all think about that? Will you be tuning in? Miss Robinson will be reviewing it. Okay? So let's get to y'all comments. So one person says, this ain't every season. This is the season Melody is gone. I'll admit that I'll be listening to reviews from my favorite podcasters, but I'm not running up Own's numbers. Absolutely. Another person says, no, I am not watching. It's a no for me, no Melody, no me. Another person says, hell no, it won't survive. And the content creators shouldn't even report on it. Well, people still got a check to get, honey. They still got money, honey. Okay, so I'm just saying, listen. But I get what you're saying, baby. I know the feeling. I know y'all was angry. I was angry at Carlos, too, because I really felt like he did himself a disservice, especially the foolishness he pulled down to the Bell Collective with Aikisha and So Gucci. Y'all know that they were two of my favorites on that show, and the way he allowed Selena to come in and, you know, the girls are going back and forth and, you know, and it's like, didn't she have a restraining order against her? Like, why is Selena in the scenes? It was not that deep for her to be filming when So Gucci was filming. So Gucci, whether you like her or not, she was on the show first. So when I seen him pull that BS, and then when I synced Aikisha and Gucci quit, especially how Aikisha quit, honey. I was like, what? Well, damn. Okay, what's going to happen down to the Love and Marriage Huntsville? And what ended up happening was Melody got sick of the foolishness, especially after the damn reunion, because during that reunion for Destiny to sit up there and, you know, get on Melody and assassinate her character in front of everybody and, you know, just coming at her in this negative, derogatory way, trying to allude to her sucking peen, honey, her ex-husband's peen in front of the comeback group. Child, that was just a mess. It was like, Destiny, you already got this storyline with this love triangle, or look, lack thereof, because, you know, Moses is with Sonny. You already had that. You didn't need to say and do all of that to Melody. But this bitch thought she was going to come back on the show, snake Melody, and be all up in her face, and girl, bye. So I don't blame Melody, because that was a low blow. That was a low blow. okay? And you never win when you play dirty. It's certain shit in life you can't come back from. You can't. Apology ain't gonna fix it. I told y'all I have tried and tried again with Destiny, trying to support her being a DV victim, trying to support, the barbecue, trying to overly control her. I have always tried to have Destiny's back, and for her to pull that shiggity with Mel last season, I just found it to be absolutely deplorable and disgusting, and it just shows how desperate you are. Like, you are willing. We already knew you was desperate when your ass was out here selling the goddamn lottery tickets, and let me get 5, 6, 50, okay? Let me get that. Listen. But yeah, I was just like, ooh, child, Carlos, this ain't looking good. This is nasty work, honey. Nasty. Another person says, hello, brand new 715 and chat. Love and Marriage Huntsville has such a dark cloud over it. I told y'all, these people are toxic with fake storylines. A lot of people are not excited about the return. I'm interested in how they are all going to interact with each other. They will not have Mel to blame anymore. They will not be deflecting towards Mel, especially Martell, Latifah. They won't have the ability to live vicariously through the Mel and Martell storyline. Okay, so I'm just interested in how Kimmy and Neil, to me it's going to be some beef between Kimmy, Neil, and Latifah, and then they're going to ask Miss Neil about what she said about Destiny at that reunion, saying she wouldn't want Destiny, being a part of her family. Destiny is a copy and paste queen, okay, just like Latifah, okay? Birds of a feather flock together. So yeah, Miss Nail don't want Destiny and her family. Destiny is not stable. Destiny be in all these long-term relationships. And my thing with Lance having a baby on her, like, Destiny will set up any storyline to make it look like she is this poor perpetual victim. But she told us Lance was not her boyfriend and that she was dating other men. So how did he do something to you? Like, girl, make it make sense. Another person says, LOL, Carlos had to meet with this cast to plan a storyline and drill to them that they need to bring the heat or this could be their last season. Bet. Another person says, I will not watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I will listen to your review. Thank you, honey. I thank my subscribers, honey. Okay, I thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for your kind words. Just your love and support of me, and I really appreciate it. Another person says, really, I've been distant and not unsubscribed from content creators that say that they will talk about that mess, full of continued lies and not telling their real reality, in my opinion. Another person says the trailer is dry. Yeah, it was giving dry. It was giving, we need to make a statement with this cast photo to get everybody talking. And it's very, predictable. I kind of knew that they were going to do that, Another person says, I am not watching. I will listen to your recap on the drive home. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Another person says, I will not be watching at all. Mel doesn't care. Melody probably happy to be away from all these fake ass monitoring spirits, okay? Another person says, definitely not watching at all, not one episode. And I think it's sick that they all knew about the revenge P and didn't really, give any empathy towards Melody for what her ex-husband did. Like, that's what the reunion should have been about. Like, people feeling sorry for what this man has did to Melody. But it just looked like Latifah and Destiny, y'all was there to snake Melody. Okay, because Latifah is the one that told Destiny what happened allegedly in the limo, which I don't believe at all. I don't believe Melody would do any of that in front of these people. Okay, I don't believe that. So y'all set that up to make that woman look bad because y'all are jealous and insecure. Okay? The content creators breaking the scenes down so well. There's no need to tune in. I'll be supporting them and not the show. Another person says, I don't comment a lot, but you are the truth. Oh, thank you, honey. Absolutely. Another person says, don't care what people say. Marty Marr, that dude is funny. I'm laughing. I'm with you on Chris. He is fine. Yes, he is, honey. Chris can get it, honey. Like when they fine like that and they be flirting, I be having to tell the men, honey, I'm not like the rest of these women, honey. I unzip pants and unbutton buttons, okay, and I get right down to business. Because once you get to be about 40, honey, you're trying to hold it. You're trying to hold something, okay? And I want it, just like my drive-through, okay? I want it hot and ready and fresh, honey, okay? And Ms. Robinson always stays ready. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Okay, but yeah, Mr. Chris, if he was let's say he wasn't married, honey, because I'm not an Ariana Curry, honey. I don't mess with other folks' husbands. I ain't got to do desperate and pathetic shit like that. But if he was single and he got the flirting, I wouldn't be flirting back. It's time to, unzip some pants. You get that little see out, honey. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. And honey, ain't nothing to it but to do it. He is fine, honey. I'm fine. I hope it still works, and you know what I'm talking about, because your ass is up there in age, honey. They say it stopped working after 50, honey. That's just what I was told. That's what I was told. Another person says, why all the men have on tennis shoes? Now, y'all know they gotta look. Y'all know Carlos got them doing relay races. Okay, y'all know they don't get no damn break. They shoot the reunion and they go right into the next scene. They go right into the next season, child. Okay, you don't give these people no break. So that's what they doing. They got them running shoes on. Another person says they put Martell and Destiny next to each other, not Marceau and Latifah. That's right. Another person says, I believe they had the cast situation like that in the photo to get everybody talking and to get them to watch the show. Sounds like it's working because everybody is talking. Another person says, the trailer looked boring and low budget. What happened to the businesses, vacations, shopping, family outings, group outings at nice locations? This show never really did that. It never gave Real Housewives of Atlanta. That girls trip, it was the fanciest thing I ever seen them do. You know, that girls trip, Melody and what's the girl, her friend? Y'all know the girl, I can't even think of her name. The one that called out Latifah and told Melody to watch her. Okay, we'll put her name in the comments, honey. But, yeah, that was the first nice trip. You know, they did go to Destin. You know, that's okay. That's all right. But, you know, where they went, what was it, St. Thomas or something? That was the first nice place they really went to. They are in Huntsville, Alabama. It's really not like, that's why I can't live in Alabama. I know that they got some nice places, you know, in the city, but it's just never going to give Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It just ain't gonna never give that. So, you know. Another person says, Miss Brand New, you said a man put you on the counter and did what? LOL, you a mess. I'm saying I want a man that's trying to hold something. Shit, that's gonna put me on the counter and bang, 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 honey. Okay? That's what I want. That's how you know the man is about business, honey. I done been put up on bathroom sinks, honey. Before I done went to work. And the man worked it out, honey. Okay, got me a little morning loving. Now that's how you know a man about business, when he putting you on top of tables and, you know. Oh, child, a mess. Another person says not watching. Another person says people need to stop talking so much. They will get at least 35,000 views. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be a challenge because y'all know Melody was the star of the show. Absolutely. They really don't have a show without me, but I guess they'll try. There's some hood boogers, and the show is gonna fail without Melody. Just watch and wait and see what happens.
Ah, shut up. They don't need your big head ass daughter on the show for the show to be successful. They still got my boy on the show, and my boy go bring Ariane and her waterhead ass, okay? And they baby is gonna be on the show. Ariane go take Melody's place.
Absolutely not, Miss Marlene. Nobody can ever take my place. Ain't that right, Martell? Where is Ariane? I thought she would be joining the show. That would be messy as hell if Carlos bring her on the show, but Melody ain't on there no more. So now y'all can finally do what I think y'all want to do. I think that he would bring Ariane on the show with the way how that reunion played out with him allowing Destiny. I told y'all, for him to let Destiny say all of that and never say, okay, Destiny, you going too far, or to try to defend her the way that he does Portia all the time. Because he always corrects Claudia and Dustin after they say a little something too much about Portia. He never did that with Melody. And there are men out here that feel like you don't really need to be defended if you're a strong woman, So, child, they be out here defending these damn pick-me's. Carlos is a pick-me, so it makes sense that he would defend Portia over Melody, child. Okay, but yeah, do y'all think they're gonna eventually bring Ariane on the show? Do y'all think that would bring in the viewers, out of curiosity? I don't know what she could bring to the show. She damn sure don't give nothing that Melody got, honey, okay? But anyways, honey, that's all I got to say about this. And I'll check you guys out in the next video.